Welcome back to the shed, everyone. Today we're going to be working on lesson number 3, which is LEDs and resistors. It's, again, basic. You have to use resistors with LEDs, otherwise you'll burn your LED up. I've seen it. It does happen. I'm not going to do it, but if you want to try it, just connect an LED up to like a 9-volt battery. It'll pop immediately. So we have to control the amount of current going through the LED. That's done with resistors. If you want to learn more about that, Google it, because I'm not going to go too far in depth. But let's take a look at the actual project this time. Okay, we need an Uno. It says a 5mm red LED. We're going to probably use more than that. A 220, a 1K, and a 10K ohm resistor, and then a couple of jumper wires. So I have the breadboard here. Did it say breadboard? It did not. Oh, wait, component introduction, breadboard MB102. It didn't talk about it, but this is the breadboard here. I guess we could talk real quick about how the breadboards work. So the breadboards allow you an easy way to get connectivity with your components. If you look at the breadboard, you'll see plus and minus power rails going down this side and then this side. All these points on the minus side there, they're all interconnected. So you can connect this breadboard to power on minus and plus, positive and negative poles there, and it will power that entire power rail going across. That's how those, and these are separate from here, but they work the same way. So you could have two different voltage sources here and then power your components in here. Now, let me pull up a diagram. It kind of shows it. Okay, well, this shows the connectivity. Same board, see? But this shows the connectivity. The blue is all connected. The red is all connected going down. Those are the power rails. And then the small, the little strips of 5 holes there, they're connected. All right, going vertically in this case. Now you see there's like a channel in the middle. That's like a break in the interconnection. And a lot of times what you'll do is you'll stretch your components across that and then make your connections from there. So we'll take a look at that though. All right, the kit comes with a little baggie of resistors. There's a bunch of resistors in there. You can actually learn to read the color codes. There are color-coded bands going around the resistors that tell you what the values are. Or, in my case, what I'm doing, I'm just reading the printing on the bottom of the paper tape there that connects them all together. So we've got 220, 1K, and 10K value resistors. Okay, so here's the basic setup. Fairly simple, but we have the red jumper going from 5 volts to the positive rail of this breadboard here. And then we have ground going to ground rail of this breadboard right here. Okay, and then here is a 220 ohm resistor. It is plugged into the ground rail and it's going over here to the breadboard. And then this is the thing, these LEDs, see how they have a short leg? Short leg goes negative, long leg goes positive. Just remember that. It has to go in the right direction. If it doesn't, it won't work. So I have the long leg of the LED plugged into the positive side of the power rail, and I have the short leg plugged into the same strip here that connects it to this resistor. So the current to get to the resistor, for the current to get to the LED, it's got to flow through the resistor, limiting the current, and then it'll flow into the LED. Okay, let's see what happens when we plug this in. I'm going to plug it into the computer here, and we get a light. And it's kind of hard to show how bright that light is, but let's go ahead and connect. We'll connect up a few more LEDs with different resistance values. I'm going to do it 2 more times here. Okay, now I don't have power applied right now, but I just wanted to show you all the setup. So just to recap, we've got a 220 ohm resistor here. We've got a 1K resistor here. We've got a 10K resistor here. So when I plug it in, we'll expect it to be brightest to the left and dimmest at the right. if all goes according to plan. And hopefully y'all will be able to see that. And yes, look. So this one is super dim, like it's barely on. That's the one with the 10K ohm resistor. And then this one is a little brighter, and then this one is brightest of all. So yeah, that was the whole point of this lesson. And I'm assuming I'm kind of going over these kind of fast because I'm assuming you have your kit or your Arduino or whatever out, and you're kind of doing this along with me, which I encourage you to do. It's good experience just hooking up to the breadboard for the first time, figuring out where the voltage is on the Arduino, forward biasing that diode, that LED correctly and everything. So I think the point of this was just to get accustomed to the voltage on the Arduino, LEDs, resistors, breadboards. You know, I kind of see where they're going with these lessons, and they make sense so far. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I will see y'all again next time.